Now to that other side of over the river and through the woods, about 6 million of you the way will take to the friendly skies over Thanksgiving, according to AAA. Taking a quick look now at FlightAware, you might want to get ready for some delays. Already 2,800 flights are running behind schedule. Scripps News national correspondent Patrick Terpstra is live at Reagan National Airport. And Patrick, how are things looking at where you are?
Pretty good, Del. You mentioned those delays, and a lot of those, of course, caused by the weather, something we really can't change. But Tuesday, today, is actually the busiest travel day of this entire Thanksgiving weekend, according to the FAA, when it comes to air travel. And, of course, so many passengers had been very nervous, very concerned about whether the aviation system would recover after all that turmoil, you'll recall, from the federal government shutdown just a few weeks ago. All of those air traffic controllers that had taken time off from work have returned, according to the Transportation Secretary, Sean Duffy. But that doesn't mean that you won't still have some problems at some of the busiest airports all over the country. Just checked a short time ago, and the FAA has put out a notice that there could be some delays in ground stops because of staffing issues at some of the biggest airports, including here, DCA, but also New York LaGuardia, Chicago. Chicago, by the way, also having weather delays earlier this morning, as well as Houston and Atlanta. So these delays that are attributed to staffing are something that occur all the time, really have nothing to do with the federal government shutdown. The fact remains that this nation still needs 3,000 more air traffic controllers. That has been a persistent shortage that was exposed by the federal government shutdown. Of course, many people will be driving, not even bothering with air travel this weekend, and they will find some good news at the gas pump. Take a listen. And so at the end of the day, when those folks go to the gas pumps, they will find that prices are about what they were last year. So they will not have this kind of sticker shock they might have with other parts of Thanksgiving when they go to the grocery store. Whether you're going to the airport or you're going to the roads, know that sometimes will be busier than others. According to Google Maps, that actually took a look at when roads are busiest, the worst time to hit the roads would be Wednesday between 1 and 3 in the afternoon, and then on the other side of the Thanksgiving day, Saturday and Sunday in the afternoons. So their recommendation, if you take a look at the data, the best time to drive is actually early in the morning to get your head start, or to actually drive on Thanksgiving Day. But Del, here at DCA, an airport I know you know very well, it is quiet. We've seen families coming in, getting on their way to grandma's house or wherever they're going, and not having any sorts of issues so far, Del.
And then there is always the issue of parking. Call ahead. Patrick Terpstra for us. Patrick, as always, we thank you.